So, blessings. I hope this is going to work. I just felt like getting outside for a bit and went over to the park, thought my dog was bored and needed to get out. And hopefully we will not be interrupted by the train, because then we will truly know what Ron and Harry felt like. Oh, never mind. So I wanted to talk to you about gray magic. It came up yesterday in somebody else's video discussion, and I just really didn't like the way it was left, and thought I want to discuss this a bit. Gray magic is not something like people think of as black magic, evil, and white magic, angel-y good. That's not what it's about. I don't really believe that everything black and dark is evil. Definitely not the dark moon. I work with the dark moon all the time. Maybe not all the time, because it only comes out once a month, but still more often than that. And that's another video on how to work with phases of the moon that are not present at the moment. But gray magic is not just a little good, a little bad, or gray witches are always being just neutral. It's a very deep concept, and I think it's one that really we should all kind of be aware of, or try to be aware of. How to put it? I think it is neutral in the sense that if something good is done, something bad occurs, because there needs to be a balance, and vice versa. There's always a balance. So it's a perfectly balanced form of magic. And sometimes, even when the practitioner is not aware of it, and actually sometimes more so when they're not aware of it, and that could be dangerous if they're not aware, it'll still happen. Let's say they're trying to do something really good. They're trying to do a healing magic for someone. Let's see, example. Somebody who has here comes the traffic, cardiac health issues, and they're thinking this person's gonna die. Their heart is not going to make it. They are going to die. Let's do a healing spell to make them well, to make them survive. And if it's not worded as a healing spell just to make them feel better, or their strong heart to get stronger, what can happen is that their heart continues to weaken, somebody else dies, and that heart is donated to them, and voila, they're better because they've got the new heart. And I mean, that's super simplified and everything, but it's just really something to think of. That would be gray magic, because something bad occurred for something good to happen. If you think of the elements are magic. They're used in magic. They are the purest form of magic, and each element is so balanced and totally gray. Fire, we'll start there, destroys. Think of forest fires. It can actually decimate an entire forest. Back in 1988, it decimated hundreds, if not thousands, of acres of Yellowstone National Park. And people were horrified and saddened, by the horror. And it had to happen. It gave a chance for rebirth, for the new trees, the new growth, and the renewed healthiness of the land. That's extreme, but that's gray. And let's see, water. Water can wash things, but it can also drown, and it can destroy. The air, we need the air. It carries the seeds, it carries life. Even aromatherapy, you know, if you think of the scents of our incense, it does so much good for us and is so beneficial, and we cannot live without it. Yet it can destroy. I mean, think of people in Tornado Alley or something. That is air that is causing destruction. And the earth, you know, I mean, there's numerous ways. I want you to think for yourself of how earth is gray, how it can create and destroy at the same time. There's mudslides, earthquakes, craters that will form out of nowhere. Yep, it's all beautiful, and it's all what supports us, and we cannot live without it. So gray magic is a true form of magic, or maybe I should say a consequence of magic. And it's got good, it's got bad, but it can be controlled if you do not want it to be gray. I mean, heaven forbid, that sounds so Christian, huh? That somebody who is practicing the black magic, you know, putting a hex on someone that is a total bitch, or maybe a pedophile or something. For some reason, this person wants to hex this person, and they're gonna hex Sally Mae because she's a bitch. Yet it does something really, really good for Joe Blow over there, you know. I guess that's not really a bad thing, but is that what was that intended? You know, and then in the reverse, you're trying to do something good for one person, and my nose is running, and it does something bad for somebody completely innocent. You just need to really think of your words, think of your actions, and really think of your intent while you're creating that spell, that power, while you're manifesting. If you don't think of what it is that you're thinking about, who will? Do you think that the spirits that are helping you or guiding you or doing maybe what you ask are going to know that, oh, you didn't really mean that? You need to be clear and think about it. Gray magic is out there, and I'm sure at times we all practice it. Do we want to practice it? Be sure what we want to do when we do it, because good or bad, it's up to us. It comes from us, and so we need to be aware of it. And if you don't care, then you're totally gray, and that's okay if that's what you mean to be. Just know it's a real concept, and I'm not done thinking on this, because I think this is a really interesting subject, and I think it's something that we all should think about and be aware of. But it is like 42 degrees and my hair is wet, so maybe I am done sitting at the park. But I just wanted to get these thoughts out to you guys for a little bit, and I hope that my words have been understood, and whether you believe them or not, you know, that doesn't matter, because we all believe what we believe, and that's what makes it beautiful, that we're all individuals. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, and I'd love to know that you are thinking about it. And right now, like I said, it's cold, but also the full moon, the cold moon, because it's January full moon, is ready to start rising. I'd say in about an hour or so. Yeah, it should be about an hour, even though the sun is not ready to set for maybe another 2 to 3 hours. Kind of got that cross at the moment. Let's see, 2 hours for the sun to set and about an hour for the moon to start rising, but it is going to be an absolutely beautiful, magnificent full moon, and I hope you all get a chance to enjoy it, and blessed be.